stated after amateur geologist William Stewart Heron discovered oil seeping out of the ground in 1911. He hired Dwayne Dingman to construct the rig and it struck oil in 1914. This caused the first oil boom in Alberta and launched the Canadian Petroleum Products, or CPP. Heritage Park constructed the first replica in 1965 and it was made with materials from an abandoned oil rig from BC's Flathead Valley. The current replica was constructed in 2019 and used recycled iron components from the first replica. Some facts about the Moyie is that she is a stern wheeler. For those who don't know, a stern wheeler is a paddle wheel propelled vessel with a paddle wheel located at the stern. Today we are on a representation of the historical Moyie, which we are named after, and we are about a third of the size of the original ship. The propulsion system of our Moyie consists of a 6-cylinder Caterpillar diesel engine, which drives a hydraulic pump, which in turn is connected to the hydraulic motors which rotate the paddle. The Moyie we are on is steered by 2 rudders, which are located just forward of the paddle wheel. The rudders are controlled from the helm, steering wheel, and the wheelhouse by a separate hydraulic system. Instead of hydraulic fluid, we use vegetable oil for the hydraulic motors. SS stands for steamship. Technically, we are the MV Moyie, which stands for motor vessel, but for historical accuracy, we call the ship the SS Moyie. The original Moyie was named after a then prosperous mining boom town called Moyie, situated in the southeast Kootenay region. The present town Moyie is currently a very small rural community. There is also a Lake Moyie and a Moyie River in the area. The origins of the word Moyie are from the French word for wet or damp. If you've seen our libraries, you will have noticed that they say Vancouver on them. This is because the ship was first built there, first sail tested there on the Fraser River and registered to the port of Vancouver. Not only does Calgary not have any shipbuilding facilities, it is considered bad luck to register a ship to a landlocked city. Now, if you look on our left or port side, you will see a blue building. This building is the Calgary Rowing Club. It offers many programs for all ages, including corporate team building events, summer camps, and rentals. The red and yellow buoys that you can see in the water act as designated lanes for the rowers, similar to swimming lanes in a pool. Now, some history about the original Moyie. The original Moyie was initially intended to sail on the Stikine River in northern BC as part of a planned Canadian Pacific Railway transportation route to the Klondike goldfields in the Yukon. However, by the time the vessel was ready for delivery, the Klondike gold rush was almost over. Construction of the stern wheeler was halted and almost abandoned. Fortunately for her, rich deposits of silver, lead, and zinc ore have been found in the interior of the Kootenay region of British Columbia, and the Canadian Pacific Railway began construction of a railway line from Lethbridge, Alberta, running westward through the Crow's Nest Pass to service that area. This new route originally terminated at the southern end of Kootenay Lake near Creston. This left a gap of mountainous terrain between Kootenay Landing and the comparatively large city of Nelson, which was a busy mining town and regional rail transport center at the time. Therefore, it was decided that the SS Moyie should be used on Kootenay Lake to connect its Lakeside Rail Terminal to Nelson. The Moyie began sailing on Kootenay Lake in 1898. She could steam at a maximum speed of 15 knots, which is 28 kilometers an hour. And as for her normal service speed, it usually took her around 4.5 hours to sail between Nelson and Kootenay Landing. In comparison, the Moyie that we are currently sailing on sails at about 6 knots, which is 11 kilometers an hour. In 1906, the route between Nelson and Kootenay Landing was taken over by a larger and faster ship, the SS Moyie. We have a picture of the SS Moyie in our indoor seating area on the main deck. As a result, the SS Moyie was regulated to serve the communities at the northern end of the lake on the Nelson to Caslow route. Their nearly flat bottoms, wooden hulls, and wooden plank paddles, stern wheelers are lightweight, extremely stable, and easy to construct and repair with readily available lumber. This made them practical for service to the many lakeside and river communities which did not have proper docks, as having a paddle wheel at the stern made it possible to simply run them out the shore. After the construction of highways and paved roads throughout the BC interior in the 1950s, most lakeshore towns and communities had good road access to Nelson and far beyond. This rendered the Moyie unnecessary. In 1957, after 59 years of service, North America's then oldest operating stern wheeler was retired and sold to the city of Haslow, BC. She was sold for $1 whole Canadian dollar. Then she was permanently dried up, restored, and turned into a museum, which you can still visit today. In 1965, only 8 years after the original Moyie ceased operating, Heritage Park named their new ship Moyie, and as of this year, the Moyie we are currently sailing on has been sailing just as long as the original. Now, if you look on our left or port side, you will see a bridge. This bridge is a part of the walking, biking, and running path that goes around the entire reservoir. It goes through 3 parks: the North Glenmore Park, the South Glenmore Park, and the Weaselhead Wetland Conservation Area. If you look on our right or starboard side, you will see a large red structure. This structure is the Moyie's winter dock. It is where she is stored in the off-season. Heritage Park used to keep the ship in the water during the winter season, but a worker needed to come down every single day to remove ice so the paddles would not be damaged. Now she sails into the planned scene and is lifted from the water using hydraulic tanks. A truck then pulls her on shore where she rests for the winter. Now if you look on our left or port side, just past the highway, you will see the dam. The dam that forms the Glenmore Reservoir was started in 1930 and completed in 1933. Before the dam was built, it was difficult to obtain water during the summer months. Since it's necessary to provide a rapidly growing city with a reliable supply of water for both domestic and firefighting purposes, the decision to build the dam and flood the area was made. The dam itself is a gravity structure faced with concrete and surmounted by a system of gates used for controlling water level and flow over the spillway. The man who came up with the idea talked about it so much that he earned the nickname Gravity Watson. The Glenmore Reservoir is one of 2 in the city and is the older of the 2. It now provides about 40% of the city's drinking water, whereas before it provided more than 40%. The part of the Oakwood Valley, which was flooded, had formerly been used for ranching and farming, with archaeological evidence of the cliffs being used as a buffalo jump. It had also been homesteaded by Sam Livingstone at one time. Sam Livingstone was an early pioneer in the Calgary area who immigrated from Ireland. His house has been relocated into Heritage Park, number 79 on your map, and I highly recommend you visit. Sam Livingstone is the one who named the valley Glenmore. Glenmore means big valley in the Gaelic language. Now if you look on our left or port side and a bit ahead of us, just past the walking bridge, you will see a golf course. This is the Old Grey Golf Course. It is the second oldest golf course in Calgary and was founded in 1919. This golf course originally consisted of 5 holes, but during the late 1920s, the course expanded to a full 18 holes. This golf course was then relocated to its current position, originally having been somewhere else. You can see holes number 8 and 11 from the reservoir. Now, as we've turned around to head back towards our summer dock, I would like to thank you for listening to my commentary. On behalf of the captain and crew, we hope you have a great day at Heritage Park, and thank you for visiting us. Fair winds and following seas.